welcome you to New Orleans and Yeoman Stadium, the home of the Tulane Green Wave. Tonight they welcome in from the ACC, the Demon Deacons of Wake Forest. Willie Fritz in his third year, looking to take another step in building this program and getting it back to a bowl game for the first time in a long time. Tulane set to go here on their home field as we welcome you to New Orleans. College football tonight presented by Geico. It's opening night and a big weekend ahead here on our network as Wake Forest and Tulane set to collide. Great to see you and be back with you alongside my broadcast partner for year number 4, Jay Feely. Jay, how are you?
I am good. Let's get some football going, Ben. I can't wait.
Let's tee it up, as you and I like to say. And first, let's talk about Tulane. Last year, they come up short, 5-7. They lose their last game by about that much. What's in their plans for taking the next step?
Continuity on the staff for 3 years in a row. The schemes are the same. They've been able to recruit the players to fit those schemes. Now it's about taking that next step, as you said. They lost 4 games by 1 score or less, so you've got to find a way to win some of those games and get to a bowl game.
Well, Wake Forest did that. Dave Clawson, who's been great in every one of his stops in his coaching career, has been great in year 4. He did it with his senior quarterback in John Wolford last year. Thought they would do it with Kendall Hinton, but think again.
He's suspended for 3 games, so who do they turn to? A true freshman quarterback who's got to step in and lead this offense. They got a veteran offensive line. They got playmakers at running back and receiver. Can this true freshman step in? He's got toughness and fortitude, been through a lot, good mobility on the run, very good arm strength, but can he run this offense effectively and make good decisions?
Yeah, very, very fast, high up-tempo offense. We're going to keep our eyes on that all night, no question. Tulane, they've got the luxury of having a senior quarterback in Jonathan Banks to hopefully help them get to a bowl game this year.
Well traveled, he's been at 4 schools, but he finally has a home, and he fits this scheme perfectly. You're going to see Jonathan Banks running their version of the triple option. He's going to read the defensive end, either give it to the running back or keep it himself. He's got the physical nature to run through arm tackles, and this is what makes him special. If that safety creeps down in the box, he's going to pull the ball out, and then he has the arm to make those throws, and he's got receivers like Ancalad to go down and score 6.
So what you're saying is Wake Forest has got to keep him out of the bank tonight.
Yeah, but the bank might be open on Thursday night, Ben.
It might be. The weather, a beautiful night here in New Orleans. Some rain this afternoon. It is cleared out, and it is 81 degrees, very light wind. And Jay, the new kickoff rule, I'm anxious to hear your thoughts, my friend.
I hate it. I just think it takes so much excitement out of the game. Here's the deal. You can call a fair catch anywhere inside the 25, and you're going to get the ball at the 25. If the ball hits the ground, it's a live ball. You have to return it. If it goes in the end zone and you take a touchback, it's to the 25. So for teams, I think you have to be very careful about returning the ball because you can get a holding call. You can fumble the ball. There's so many bad things that can happen. A lot of times I think it would be beneficial to just take the ball at the 25-yard line.
Saw Greg Dortch back there awaiting the kickoff. Tulane won the toss. They deferred, and Wake Forest will let this thing sail about 7 yards deep into the end zone, and that means we'll go to our Chick-fil-A starting lineups. Sam Hartman, you talked about it, his fortitude, his perseverance, his toughness. This young man has been through an awful lot, and he is now getting to start as a true freshman, one of 5 quarterbacks doing that tonight in college football.
It's a pretty cool story. He has been through a lot. His brother died, and he had thyroid issues and switched schools a couple times in high school, but he's persevered. He's got a lot of moxie, and I expect big things from him.
They keep it on the ground. First play from scrimmage this season, and it's Colburn, and he is dropped there by the big boy up front, the nose tackle, the freshman Jeffrey Jefferson. Further looking at this Wake Forest lineup, Jay, who do you highlight amongst this group?
Well, if you're a true freshman, get it to Greg Dortch, your wide receiver, playmaker, has the ability to do a lot of special things.
There's a flag on the play back at the 22-yard line.
You're going to see holding here, Ben. It'll be an interesting decision. They're talking it over on that Tulane sideline. They're going to decline it.
Number 70 of the offense. That penalty is declined.
Yeah, I said it was an interesting decision because it's now 3rd and 7. Do you back them up and make it, say, 3rd and 20? Or 2nd and 20, excuse me.
Chick-fil-A lineup for Tulane, their defense. Why do you like Teamer so much?
4-year starter, excellent tackle, lost 15 pounds to be faster. He could make plays tonight.
Hartman gives it off to Colburn again, and that Tulane front doing the job. A host of blue shirts in there as they get Colburn, and getting in there was Harris. Over 130 career tackles for him coming in, forces a punt, Jay.
First good decision of the season for Willie Fritz. He declined the penalty, made a third down. His defense rewarded that faith and got the punt.
So Wake will kick it away. Zach Murphy, the redshirt freshman, in out of Raleigh, North Carolina. Robertson back standing in the vicinity of his 30. He'll drift back a couple of steps, wave the fair catch. And that's where Tulane will begin their first series in 2018 on offense. A 42-yard punt. Jay, we go back to the Cow. Chick-fil-A lineup, and Jonathan Banks, you talked about him in the open. We're going to talk about him all night. What's so special about him and all the things you've looked at and all we've learned here the last couple days?
Very aggressive runner, loves to get downhill, runs through arm tackles, physical, throwing the ball well. He's got big arm strength. People think he could be a sleeper as a pro prospect, so he's got big opportunities this year. Can he take that next step? And that's really what the coaches talk to us about. They feel very comfortable. He knows what to expect. They know what to expect for him, and they think he's going to take huge steps this year.
See what he does. His first play from scrimmage here in 2018. Right to the air. Good throw. The catch made on that far sideline. Bassey on the stop there as they found Ancolad over there. A veteran guy, one of the leaders of their wide receiver group. What do you like amongst the other guys tonight?
Well, there we go. We just
right on cue.
him. Number 5, great route runner, tough, competitive. He's had 99. That's his 100th career reception.
Redshirt senior, home state product here in Louisiana. Banks looks near side. The throw behind the intended target there. It'll bring up third down and 5. Amari Henderson on the coverage there. The Wake Forest defense.
Keep an eye on 23, Justin Strnad. When I watched the film against Louisville, he mirrored and was really the spy on Lamar Jackson. You think he's got to do that. You have to contain Banks, and I think Strnad may be that guy to step in there, try and see where he is on every play.
Tulane a season ago was 40% on third down. Can they convert here? They're going to tie him! The pitch, and there goes Taron Ancolad. Ancolad inside of the 30. He's dropped near the 25. No flags. First down, Tulane. 38-yard pickup.
Doug Ruse getting creative. The offensive coordinator for Tulane going the opposite way and running. Fake to the running back, go the opposite way, and a little triple option pitch to Ancolad for the big gainer.
Banks now back to the air, got plenty of time, fires it and knocked away. Good job getting in there was Amari Henderson, the redshirt junior. Once again, he broke that one up. 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Tulane runs this triple option offense, not like we see with Army and Navy. They run it from spread formation, so they're back in the pistol, shotgun, so you're getting looks as a defense that you don't see very often.
So 2nd and 15 now for Banks. Fakes the handoff. In a bit of trouble, and Wake Forest does a great job to get in there and wrap him up. Chris Calhoun, a loss of 4 on the play.
There's your assignment football, Ben. You have to know who you have. Allow your interior defensive lineman to take care of the run. Don't get sucked in and have contained. An excellent job there by Zeke Rodney, 93. Having contained, forcing Banks back into the middle where he has help. Third long here, Ben.
Yeah.
So you need about 10 yards or so to really be in good field goal range. 5 yards to be at the edge of field goal range.
Need to get down to the 26-yard line to convert. Banks taking a shot down that far sideline. And Bassey was on the coverage there. It was Taron Ancolad, the intended target. 4th and 19 upcoming.
Good throw by Banks. Good protection. He's got a clean pocket. Throws it down there, allows his receiver to try and make a play. Really should have been caught.
So they're going to bring on the punt group here. Dave Clausen's defense doing the job that time. And
this would be about a 52-yard field goal.
Yep.
Glover went back to about 48, so it's just a little outside his range.
Yeah, his career long's only 37. It's against Cincinnati last year. Block hangs it up there, but it bounces into the end zone. With 11:58 to go in the opening quarter after a 35-yard punt. The Big Easy. New Orleans, Wake Forest, and Tulane kicking things off here on CBS Sports Network here in week 1 of the college football season. We're here, Wake Forest and Tulane. Ben Holden, Jay Feely, all of our crew. Great to have you with us here tonight on a Thursday night here from Yulman Stadium. We look back at the Oncolod play that wasn't.
Yeah, he had an opportunity. Banks made a good throw. The ball is there. He's got to catch that ball. That would have been a huge play, maybe a touchdown.
So Sam Hartman, they'll start from the 10-yard line. Their last drive was their best so far in the game. Hartman taking a shot near side, got a man out there! And Surratt, he has come up big with a beautiful catch to the 47-yard line.
Perfect throw by Sam Hartman.
Yards.
Unbelievable one-handed catch. That was beautiful. You got me out of my seat there.
Came out of my shoes on that one. What a throw by Hartman. They give it off this time to Colburn. Matt Colburn, the senior out of Irmo, South Carolina. Let's look back at this catch.
Look at this one-handed grab, bringing it in, keeping the foot in bounds. That was spectacular by Sage Surratt.
You know, I said to you during the break, they need to wake up on offense. They look like they're awake. Here he goes again, and off his fingertips. For the redshirt freshman out of Lincolnton, North Carolina, Sage Surratt, coverage applied there by Monroe.
Even though that pass was incomplete, perfect pass by Sam Hartman. That's where you need to put it, outside the receiver, so only he can make the catch. The defender has no chance to intercept it.
So 3rd and 7 now. Hartman trying to keep the drive alive. Fires, catch again made by Surratt. He's going to get the forward progress, and they'll move the sticks, Jay, to the 41, 1st and 10.
And that was a tough catch by Surratt. In traffic, ball behind you, making the catch, getting the first down, and you can see Sam Hartman's arm strength there, just ripping it in, getting the first down.
Sage Surratt getting it done. Why not? Feed the hot hand. He's got another first down. Tackle made by Jalen Monroe.
That was a good play design. Sam Hartman sat in there long, waited, brought the linebacker up, and then stood up and ripped another first down.
Got it going. Takes the handoff. They go to the tight end that's in the game, replacing Frudenthal, who was ejected earlier for targeting. That's Brandon Chapman, the redshirt sophomore out of Grove City, Ohio. A gain of 7.
Sam Hartman running this ball like this offense like Wolford from last year, looking good on this drive.
Same number, just a freshman, and John Wolford a senior. But they look good on this drive. The best they've looked here is Chenal made the tackle there for Tulane, but they'll move the sticks again. Horizon red zone. What Wake Forest did last season. 5 touchdowns. Here's Colburn. Put his foot in the ground. Instead, he got knocked sideways and taken down. Nicely done. Getting there to take him down.
Excellent job by Jack Curtis's defense there. Nothing in the middle for Colburn. He has to bounce it outside. Disciplined defense outside to make the play.
Lawrence Graham finished him off. Here's Hartman now, still with it, and gets what he could and got out of bounds. And it's going to be 1st and goal to the 9-yard line.
Smart play by the freshman, not trying to do too much. You got a first down. You don't need to cut it up in there and take unnecessary hits. Get out of bounds, line up, and try and score.
12-yard pickup there for Hartman. 3rd and a yard. Dances back to the sideline. Matt Colburn's the back next to him.
Watch Dorsch here in the slot.
Yeah.
He's a speedy top. It's man coverage.
Dangerous weapon instead. Colburn trying to power his way. You can hear that all the way up here.
Number 22.
DeAndre Williams, one of their nose tackles, the first to greet him. Dave Clausen, year number 5. He made no bones about it. He said, we're not changing. We're going to go fast. It might take a little time like we've seen, but this is the way Wake is built. Here's Dortch now this way, Jay, and a great tackle in the open field right there, turned in. An outstanding job by Keys. Or that's 6.
Yeah, and you could see how shifty Dortch is. He gets the ball, cuts back inside, and Keys is able to contain him. This is the first time, though, they've really opened up this offense and allowed Hartman to take shots down the field.
Hartman hands it off again, trying to get through there, and another heavy hit delivered. Big-time shot by Lawrence Graham. He had 3 D1 offers, and Tulane was the best fit.
Colburn's a tough back, 200 pounds, fast, strong, 4.4 40. That was a big hit there, and you got a big third down.
Here we go, Hartman, and it's incomplete. Dortz wanted the flag, and on the coverage was Chenal again.
That was the play I was looking for on the last third down. Dortz in the slot, just allow him to take advantage, and that should have been called. You can see the back arm pulling Dortz, turning him, and allowing the defender to get his front arm in and knock that pass down. Should have been a penalty.
So they will try the field goal here.
True freshman, first field goal kicked by Nick Skiba. He's got to replace Mike Weaver, set all the records at Wake Forest.
Here goes Skiba. Can he get it done? No, he missed it. Pushed it right. After a beautiful drive by their freshman quarterback, Sam Hartman in the offense, and they couldn't knock it through.
And that's a big miss because you talked about it. Beautiful drive by the freshman quarterback, going down the field, being aggressive, and the freshman kicker isn't able to come through. Looked to me like he was a little passive. It's a short kick, so he's not trying to hammer it, and he just tries to guide it. And often when you do that, the ball sails right on you. I asked Dave Clausen, I said, how comfortable are you, especially if it comes down to the end of a game with a freshman quarterback and a freshman kicker? He looked at me and laughed and said, not comfortable at all.
Well, the good news for him is there's 10 seconds left in the first quarter.
An excellent drive by Sam Hartman. Showed a tremendous amount of talent, being able to throw the ball hard and rip it in there, touch passes down the field, but their freshman kicker wasn't able to complete it.
Well, he and Sage Surratt have something going. It was a 14-play drive, covered 85 yards. Here goes Banks now. Zings one to the far side of the field, caught by Mooney. It was Henderson that got to him first there, wrapped him up around the ankles. And a good pickup there on first down for Jonathan Banks and company. So that's the end of the opening quarter. Great to have you with us here from New Orleans. Wake Forest nothing, Tulane nothing. You're watching college football on CBS Sports Network. Great to have you with us here alongside Jay Feely. My name is Ben Holden, all of our hard-working crew here from New Orleans. No score after the opening quarter, and this was before the game. Tulane has retired school-wide the number 18 that was worn by Devin Walker. It was the second game of his senior year in 2012. They were playing Tulsa. Suffered a career-ending spinal injury. Now an inspiration to his fellow teammates and the community. He graduated here, Jay, in 2014, but his work continues. He is a smart young man.
Earned a master's degree, somebody who looked hardship in the face and didn't blink. He just continues to go. What an inspiration to me, to you, and to everybody here at Tulane.
Tip of the hat to Devin Walker. Continues to do great things in life, even though what happened to him was a terrible thing. So 9 seconds gone here in this second quarter. The play selection, anything surprising you there, Jay, or not?
Well, when Tulane's normally 70% run, of course they got 10 passes, 8 rushes. I think they came out and tried to establish they figured Wake would stack the line, try and stop Jonathan Banks in that running game, trying to throw it. Had a number of drops, I think 4 drops already so far in this game for Tulane.
And first down. This is Hunterson. Bangs off one defender, gets out to the 35-yard line. He's going to bring up a 3rd and 5.
We asked Doug Cruz what you have to do to win this game for Tulane. He's offensive coordinator for Tulane. Don't beat ourselves. It's our first game. Line up right. Be out physical them. Be more physical and don't turn the ball over. That was his keys. That's what he felt like his offense needed to do.
Good job in there, getting away. They thought they had him. And it's still going to be a loss. Carlos Basham was the first to get in there. They call him Boogie, but Banks slipped away.
And they just love Carlos Basham and what he brings. Needs to finish that play, but an excellent job recognizing, going right to the quarterback. That's disciplined assignment football. His job was to hit the quarterback there. Don't get faked by the running back. Come right in, do your job, trust the rest of the defense to do theirs.
Good look at Boogie. 3rd down now, 3rd and 7. Tulane 2 of 5 to this point. Pressure. Banks gonna try to get it. I don't think he did, though.
He's going to be about a Yard and a half short.
Forced out by Chris Calhoun.
He had Ancalot on this right side as he rolls right. Ancalot didn't really come back to the ball there. Banks had to tuck it. I think that's one of those situations where you put your shoulder down and run through that tackle and try and get the first down.
4th down and 2 brings on Zachary Block for the 4th time tonight, averaging 32 a punt. Has put 2 inside the 20. He's put 1 inside the 5 and 1 inside the 10. Dortch, last minute, put the hand up for the fair catch there. 12:40 to go in the second quarter. 37-yard punt, no return. Sam Hartman and Wake Forest will go back to work when we come back. And he's a guy that was recruited as Carney breaks free and still charging. Cade Carney, their bruiser, picks up about 8. But just to finish that thought on Johnson, Alabama, Ole Miss were schools interested, had a medical condition, ends up he had a low enzyme count, and Tulane benefits from that, him being here.
Johnson got pushed to the side, exactly what I said he couldn't do.
Yep.
Single block, he gets pushed to the side, it creates a running lane.
Forrest goes fast, and they've got the first down to move the sticks. Sam Hartman began this drive, the true freshman quarterback. 11 of 16 for 111. Through the pick, though. Donnie Lewis got it 4 on the last drive. Hartman, quick throw. Dortch gets a block, cuts through, sidesteps another would-be tackler. And he's out close to the first down. They spot this.
Just a hair shy, it looks like.
Yep. Gain of 9. Yep.
Here's where you want to trust your offensive line. You got a veteran offensive line, 5 returning starters. Get the short yardage plays through your run game.
We'll try it here with Cade Carney, and he'll do it. He played a year of high school ball at Davidson Day High School, where Sam Hartman went. They were teammates for a year. Chad Greer, their head coach. What a coaching resume. He's got Hartman now on the run. His latest prize pupil. Hartman still with it. And a decent pickup there for the freshman.
It's a good play. For Jack Curtis's defense, you got to get up the field. Right here, you're free. Keep contained. When you take that block on, you got to come outside so you force him back to help. Poor job there defensively, but a good job by Hartman. Taking what the defense gives you. Getting about 5 yards.
There's the handoff. Up in the air and nearly intercepted. Nearly a second pick. That was Keys who had it and couldn't hang on to it. 3rd and 5 coming up, Jay.
Alex Bachman, the leader of that receiving corps, goes up, tries to make the play. And just a better defensive play by Keys.
3rd and 5, Hartman. Under pressure, got it away, and he got it to Carney. I'll tell you what, Carney, he's been impressive tonight.
But look what Hartman did on that play.
Yeah.
The ability to keep your eyes downfield. Here he is, he's scrambling, the pocket collapses, he keeps his eyes downfield, and then has the wherewithal to dump it off and get the first down. That's just a great play for a freshman.
The young men from D-Day, as they call him, Davidson Day. Teaming up there. Carney seeing the lion's share of the carries here, and that offensive line, Jay, the Beef Boys, as they've dubbed them. We didn't dub them that. The offense dubbed them that.
Yeah, all 5 returning starters, 131 starts between them. That's what you need for a young quarterback.
Here he goes, takes it. He got up and it took a heavy shot from Roderick Teamer there. Ooh. No fear.
Welcome to college football, young man. Teamer just gave you the initiation, but Hartman hopped up, no problem.
Young man that's dealt with so much in his life. Carney trying to keep it going. Lost an adopted brother and had his thyroid removed. Talking about Hartman. He's a tough customer in every sense.
Hartman enrolled in January. That was key to him having the ability to start here on opening night. He didn't come in August.
Slow developing play. The bullet delivered. The catch is made. And it's Bachman with a catch for a first down, Jeff.
They like to have kind of slowed through the mesh point with the running back and the quarterback to try and suck that linebacker out to create the lane so the quarterback can step in and deliver and complete a pass.
Gain of 14. Those are good things in my opinion. They give it to Colburn here. Sample there, big 55. Cameron Sample, who was helped off the field earlier. with a stop there. Now they split Colburn to the top of your screen. He's the second guy back
Watch
there.
the quarterback draw.
There it is. Hartman took a heavy hit again. Teamer in there again for the second time on this drive. It's now up to 13 plays.
You can't take a lot of those and keep getting up so quickly. I mean, those are two big shots by Teamer. Anytime they go with twins split out way wide, they like to run that quarterback draw.
3rd and 5. Hartman fires, caught, touchdown! The catch is made by Alex Bachman, the senior out of Westlake Village, California. A 10-yard strike from number 10. The first career touchdown for Sam Hartman.
I like this kid. He doesn't look like a freshman to me. Takes a couple big hits, stands in the pocket, delivers an excellent strike. A little bit behind there, but a good play by Bachman to go up and get it and get the touchdown.
And a celebration from Sam Hartman as Skiba comes on and tacks on the PATJ.
It's just an extra point, but that's a big kick. Remember, he missed a field goal before. As a true freshman, that gives you a little bit of rhythm. You can see the other freshman, Harton, with a nice strike there to Bachman. Wake gets on the board, and be ready. We're going to have some more fireworks, I promise.
First career touchdown pass for Sam Hartman. First points of the season for Wake Forest. Man, they set over 100 records on offense last year, and here in 2018, they're on the board for the first time. 10-yard pitch and catch, Hartman to Bachman.
This is a staple of their offense, so they go with the RPO, so that brings these linebackers up and creates space behind. Single coverage up front, man coverage, just runs a slant, and Bachman gets open. But the good job sitting in there and waiting, having patience to bring those linebackers up, and then to be able to deliver the ball that Bachman can catch. It's not easy as a young guy, an 18-year-old like Hartman, a freshman, to have the patience to sit in there. You want to quickly get it and throw that ball, but you got to wait, have patience, bring those linebackers up to create the space. A good design by Warren Ruggiero, the offensive coordinator, and then excellent execution by Hartman and Bachman.
Yes, indeed. 14 plays, 80 yards, took 4:07. Wake Forest, Jay, has run 20 more plays than Tulane at this point, 44-24.
Which is exactly what they did last year against NC State. That big win, 94 plays for Wake Forest.
Now that's NASCAR fast. And Tulane lets this go into the end zone. So 1st and 15, Banks 4 out of 12, but he's got 4 drops. 34 yards. Here's Corey Dauphy, who can really scoot. Big-time wheels out of him. Was at Texas Tech. He's transferred in.
I've been waiting for them to get Dauphy the ball. One of the fastest 200 times in high school, state champ.
Yeah.
He was part of that record-setting 4x100 team for Tulane this year, the track team.
Yep.
3 guys on this football team were part of that 4x100 relay.
Well, we've seen one tonight, Devin Glenn, who's downed a couple punts for him. And Jatavian Toll's the other one. Here he goes again. That's Bradwell this time. He'll give Dauphy a blow and bring in Darius Bradwell. Wes Williams to stop a 9-yard gain. And Tulane's offense has sputtered tonight.
He had a couple times punts that I would have been a little bit more aggressive with. One time for sure I would have gone for it. You had 3 punts when you're across the 50 and you're in the territory where you could be aggressive. One time Banks went for the home run. Ancalad dropped it. Another time I thought they should have tried to get half the yardage to be able to kick a field goal, and they haven't scored any points yet.
1st and 10. A couple of big shots delivered in there. Stern had the first one in there to get to Darius Bradwell, the junior out of Tallahassee, who was a option quarterback when they brought him in here to Tulane, but obviously things have changed.
They got 3 guys that were quarterbacks in high school and now playing other positions. He said, might we see maybe one of those guys throw a pass?
If my memory serves me correct, I think it was not him, right? Is that what he told us?
Right.
Yeah. So we may see that, but right now Tulane trying to put a drive together to counter the 10-yard touchdown strike that Sam Hartman threw to Alex Bachman on Wake Forest last possession.
And I think this is a big 3rd down play right here. 5 to go. Wake had a nice drive, went down and got a touchdown. The freshman quarterback's feeling himself. You don't want to give him the ball back. Allow him to go up 2 scores before halftime.
3rd and 13. The situation now. On the ground. a chunk, but not half of it. It's Bradwell on the carry, stopped by DJ Taylor, who's been all over the joint tonight for Wake Forest. Surprised by anything? What surprised you the most?
I'm surprised by the play of Sam Hartman. He did not look like a freshman out there. Touch, strength, throwing the ball with decisiveness. I thought he's looked really good.
10-yard touchdown for Hartman. Tulane will get the second half kickoff, trailing 7-0. That's the end of the first half. Wake Forest on top by 7. Great to have you with us. You're watching college football right here on CBS Sports Network. And we welcome you back to New Orleans here at Yeoman Stadium on the campus of Tulane University. Tulane will receive the second half kickoff. They're trailing 7-0. Jay Feely, Ben Holden, great to have you with us here on a Thursday night. Let's start with your overall thoughts on that first half.
I thought that Hartman looked phenomenal. I can't believe how composed he was as a freshman. He looked like the senior.
He did.
You know, and Banks is the senior, and he kind of looked like the freshman, although he had a few drops as well in there by his guys. But Hartman looked composed. He has a great arm strength. Ball position was spectacular. Like, I don't think he could have done more in that first half to impress me.
He was dropping dimes to go NBA on you there, man. He looked great. Our first half stats, you saw those were brought to us tonight by DiGiorno. And let's take a closer look at that QB comparison. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Only 6 incompletions for Hartman. He had the 1 interception, but that was as much on his receiver as it was him. You know, just making right decisions, being decisive when he throws the ball, having great touch down the field, not being too caught up in the moment, trying to do too much. You know, it was just an impressive performance so far.
He's got a calmness about it. This kid's going to be a good quarterback for them for a long time.
He's got a lot of moxie to him, too. You know, and that's what everybody told us, that he came in not cocky and overconfident, but truly believed in himself and came in with a presence.
Yep. Good stuff. Second half underway. The opener for these two teams. They played 2 years ago in what was Willie Fritz's first game as Tulane's head coach. It was a 7-3 Wake win. Here are the possessions from the first half, Jay, and it's not pretty for Tulane.
But the thing is, they reached Wake Forest territory on 5 of their 6 drives. Don't count that last one where there was 1 play.
Yeah.
They had opportunities. They got bogged down at the 40 to 35 yard line. They didn't even get, they're in their 5 possessions. They didn't even get a field goal attempt.
Right. And then the end of the half, the clock and the
not being aggressive.
Yeah, not being aggressive, not managing that clock well. It could have cost them points. Here we go, third quarter underway. Linebackers get over there quickly. That's Hutterson, who was slated to start. He's a sophomore out of Petal, Mississippi. He's had a couple of carries here, but not really a whole lot. Was thinking we'd see him a little more, but we haven't.
It's a Tulane team that averaged 231 yards rushing last year, 20th in the country, only 93 in the first half. You know, one of those 38 yards was on Claude when they tricked him, so it's been tough sledding so far.
Yeah, they've got 10 starters back. The only one not back as Mooney makes the catch on a well-thrown ball from Banks. The only one not back on this offense is Dontrell Hilliard, a 15-yard pickup there to Mooney.
They said they were going to go running back by committee.
Yep.
Mooney has had a good, that's his 5th catch. He's run good routes, coming back for the ball. It's the way you want to start. Last thing you want is to go 3 and out, give the ball back to that Wake Forest offense. So come out here, put together a drive, and try to get some type of points.
Mooney, 34 grabs for $5.99 and 4 touchdowns a season ago. 1st and 10 for Banks. Hands off to Hutterson. Trying to slither through there. Did a good job on first down. Got across the 45 to the 46. Stop made by Chris Calhoun, who's been a busy young man tonight for Wake.
That's what they want to see, positive yardage, getting about half the distance, cutting it to 2nd and 5. When you start hitting 5-yard chunks in the middle, now those linebackers have to suck in and they have to respect that run. That opens up everything on the outside for Banks to hit a big run or to get outside and hit a big pass. Yeah,
you mentioned their numbers in terms of rushing. We've touched on that a couple times. I mean, they scored 30 or more last year 4 times as well. This offense is capable as Ancalon makes the grab at the 48-yard line of Wake Forest, right near the sticks. They haven't moved him yet. What do you think? They got to have this right at it.
It's third down. It's third and short. If I'm the OC or the head coach, I'm telling my OC, Doug Bruce, hey, we're going for it on fourth down if you don't get it. So if you want to take a shot here, fine, take a shot.
Yeah.
Because we're going to go for it. I think when you tell your offensive coordinator that, it gives them confidence and really gives them the leverage to pick better plays.
Third and a yard. They spotted him. It's less than a yard. Third down here that Tulane desperately needs for their sake. Hutterson's got it. Around the left end, they're going to give him the progress. He was wrestled down there by Sternad. First down, Tulane.
Just went with a traditional offense. All you're doing as the quarterback in this triple option, you're reading that defensive end. The defense tells you what to do. You just take what the defense gives you. So if it's open and the defensive end stays home for the quarterback, you give the ball to Hutterson, you allow him to get the first down.
6 for 21 on the night so far for Stephon Hutterson. First and 10, Tulane. Quick throw, good coverage there. They were looking Robertson's way, and that was Bassey, who came up with a big PBU, had a heck of a year last year.
That was another drop, and that's a ball that's right there. It's a contested ball, but you got to catch it. Come back to the ball, get your hands out, attack the ball, and make the grab, and help your quarterback. That's 5 drops so far in the game for the Tulane receivers.
Second and 10 upcoming here for Banks from the 47. Well swung out, the running back in open space, and they're going to take Banks down. Excellent job. Everybody stayed home. Sternad with a takedown there, and Jonathan Banks.
Well, Banks made a bad read there. He had his running back in the flat wide open. He's got to get quicker through, and you're going to see the running back come out. You can't see it. He's up at the top of the screen there. If Banks is able to get him the ball, he's going to have the ball and a lot of room to run.
First sack of the game for Wake Forest. There's Sternad, product of Palm Harbor, Florida. Most experienced returner at linebacker on their team. 3rd and 15 now. The 37-yard line of Wake Forest. Banks under pressure again. Throws on the run. Got a man up. Downfield for throw. Touchdown! Taranakala! Banks used every second he had and then delivered a 52-yard touchdown.
Good job by Banks buying time. A better job by his receiver, Anclot, of understanding what your quarterback's doing. He's rolling, so turn and run. You either come back to the ball or turn and run. Bassey gets caught looking up. Anclot gets behind him, and a good ball by Banks, and we're a point away from a tie game.
Indeed we are. Anclot. Ian Mooney, their big play wide receivers, and we are tied, Jay, with 10:58 to go. So Tulane, good adjustments in the halftime break. And they come out and tie it up. Great to have you with us. Tonight's Wake Forest and Tulane game being presented on CBS Sports Network by Geico. Eight plays, 75 yards, took 402. Jonathan Banks, 52 yards to Taranakala.
Anclot is here in the slot. He's just going to run a post, and Bassey is going to bite on this route and get behind. Here's Anclot running the post, and then Bassey bites, and then now you're going to see he's behind, and Anclot's doing a great job of coming and seeing that his quarterback is scrambling and going away, running down the field. Bassey doesn't know where he is, and there's a good throw by Banks, and they cash it in and tie this game up, and that's exactly what Tulane needed. That's what Willie Fritz, he goes inside. He's like, hey, we got to come out. We got to get first downs. We got to convert. We got to score. There you go, back in the game.
Indeed, his 11th career touchdown reception. Had 4 last year, 6 in 2016. And this one will go into the end zone. There's a few.
His mom Lisa, their family's up there watching.
Good to know they're representing the mitten. My favorite state. As Surratt makes a catch, he's got the first down. Stop made by Donnie Lewis. Surratt with a handful of grabs, and He was huge on one of their drives in the first half. He's got 7, in fact, now. They didn't get points on that drive, and man, he made a couple of beautiful catches. Hartman loads, fires, and it's incomplete. Look at a Bachman there. And on the coverage there was the Carius Keys.
A little high on that throw. You got to throw it low where your receiver can catch it. When you miss high, bad things happen. Tip balls happen, interceptions happen. You got to step, drive with your back foot, deliver that ball low where your receiver can catch it.
2nd and 10. Hartman take the handoff, took a shot. Flag comes in back near midfield. But getting in there again is Zachary Harris. Came in their top returning tackler with 132 in his career. Let's check the marker, though.
Personal foul, face mask, number 26 of the defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
The Carius Keys, the guilty one there, the junior out of Laurel, Mississippi.
He's had a good game so far. On the first play of this drive, they were lucky not to get a pass interference call on Surratt. They pulled him.
Hartman gives off the right side. Short pickup there into the mosh pit. It's Colburn. Colburn and Cade Carney have carried it at the running back spot. Yet to see Christian Beal-Smith, who they feel is a diamond in the rough at running back. Hartman, he might be a diamond, and he's not a diamond in the rough. He's a diamond that's showing his shining colors tonight so far. The true freshman, one of 5 starting around the country.
Anytime a defense gives you man-to-man coverage on Greg Dortch, number 3, I'm going to him. I'm going to find him from the quarterback because he's going to beat it most of the time. That's exactly what happened there.
16-yard pickup. Hartman got it. Trying to find a little room. Didn't get much, and he was taken down by Jeffrey Johnson. The Big Easy, I'm calling him.
I like that nickname.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Perfect. 6'2", 325. And here in New Orleans, okay, that throw a little low.
But an excellent catch by Dortch.
It was a great catch, you're right.
Going down below, getting his hands underneath the ball and making a diving catch.
All
short
again
of the
on
first
the stop.
down. Bringing up 3rd down.
Tonight's Red Zone brought to you by Verizon. 2 trips, a touchdown, and a field goal miss for Wake Forest. 3rd and 5 upcoming.
Bachman single covered at the bottom.
In the middle, and a heavy shot delivered. Guess who? Roderick Teamer is bringing it.
That was Dorsch now. He got hurt in the Louisville game.
He did.
His intestines missed the rest of the season, and that's about where he got hit.
Yeah.
He's in that same area.
See if we can determine more what happened and take a closer look.
Teamer reads this all the way. A good tackle, leads with his shoulder, was not targeting, that's perfect textbook what they want to see, and comes in there and makes Dorsch pay for coming across.
And that is a good sign. We'll come back out live and you'll see it. You see the tail end of that replay. And Dortch walking off under his own power. He didn't know if he'd play again. Wanted to play in the Belk Bowl, the game in which Wake Forest beat Texas A&M. That game had over 100 points in it. It brings up 4th and 5 now here, Jay.
Huge play by Teamer. He knocks that ball out. Dorsch has it. It's going to be a first down. And now it forces a field goal attempt by the true freshman who missed his first one. Missed it right.
34-yard attempt. The punter, Don Maggio, holds. Skiba, good snap, good hold. This one's true.
There you go, young buck, come back. Put the miss beside you and make a kick. First career field goal make for him, that's a big kick.
It is. So the freshman quarterback, first career touchdown in the first half. Freshman kicker, first career field goal, as Jay says, halfway through the 3rd, Wake Forest by 3. There's Tulane great Sean King. And as we welcome you upstairs to our broadcast booth,
UCF did it. Why can't Tulane do it, right?
Why not, right?
There you go, Sean King, good buddy of mine.
Campus Connection is responsible for these, so thanks.
You like the swag.
I'll take that back to the mitten. I'm going to have to shrink it, though, a little bit, but I appreciate it very much. Undefeated season. mentioned UCF did it last year. Love that story about the guy that's going to get the banner and fly it around the Alabama game this weekend. Here comes Tulane now. Good run back out to close to the 25-yard line. Stud on the track. Surface. There's one. He dropped it right in the bucket. Then Banks put that one in the bank. Touchdown, Tulane. 74 yards.
Little hitch and go. All they do is get the defensive back to stutter, stop, and then Banks puts it perfect, and Onclad runs away from him, and they hit the big play. I said Mooney's been their possession guy, Onclad's been their big play guy, and they team up and hit him again. Watch down here at the bottom, a little hitch and go. Here's the stutter, and then the go, and the safety can't get over. And Onclad just runs right by him. You have safety help over the top. There's no reason that you should play on a double move. Your corner has the underneath route. You have the deep route. Onclad takes it to the house.
He did. Second connection between those two. Beautiful play. Tulane by 4. Minute 42 remaining. 52-yard touchdown catch earlier in the third quarter for Terran Onclad. Now a 74-yarder. 3 plays, 88 yards. Jay took 119 for Tulane.
Yeah, and they get right back in the game. You know, they had opportunities. We talked about the beginning of the second half. 5 of their 6 drives were across the 50. They weren't able to get points. They hit a couple of these big plays, and they got a nice lead. George takes it from the 4. It can fly.
They get him. Good job by that coverage team out to the 25-yard line. Gain of 3. Here's Hartman. Good throw. He's got Surratt. He has had a big night. Has saved. Surratt breaks away. And he's out to midfield.
10th catch of the night. About 135 yards. We got an injured player down for Tulane, but Surratt is lighting it up.
23-yard pickup there. Down by 4. Clock moves. Under a minute remaining in the third quarter. Sam Hartman taking a shot and overthrows Surratt. Donnie Harris, who has an interception in this game, down there on the coverage. Second down coming up.
Donnie Lewis Jr., 4-year starter. I thought he'd match up with Dortch a lot. That's what Jack Curtis told us.
There goes Hartman sliding. About a pickup of 8. So 3rd and short upcoming.
Just short of the first down. If he didn't slide, he would have had it. He slid, and so he's down as soon as that knee or shin touches the ground.
3rd and 2. Fires, catch made by Surratt. First down. Save Surratt. Lucky 11 now in terms of catches.
He's 6'3", 215 pounds, big and strong. They said he could go up and make the contested catches. You've seen him burst onto the scene tonight.
Big time. Hartman going back that way, out there, trying to make a one-handed catch.
Incomplete.
With Harris on him, nearly pulled it off.
It's almost identical to the play that he made in the first half. Another perfect throw by Hartman. He just can't quite bring it in. But you can't draw that up any better as a quarterback's coach. That's where the ball has to be on a play like that.
Beg your pardon, that was Lewis, not Harris on the coverage. Nevertheless, back out. Hartman keeps here. 3rd down coming up, Jay.
When you take shots as a quarterback's coach and an offensive coordinator, and then your quarterback, your freshman, keeps putting the ball in perfect spots, it gives you confidence to continue to keep going after them.
Head to the 4th, Tulane by 4. You're watching college football on CBS Sports Network. Together, Jay Feely, Ben Holden, great to have you with us. 4th quarter just about set to begin. 14-10, Tulane on top. Wake Forest, Jay, with a 3rd and long facing them.
Big 3rd down. You're not really in field goal range. This will be a 48-yarder for a true freshman. You've got to get at least half of this.
Hartman, time, fires! Got a man, and he's got the first down. Just to the 20-yard line to Greg Dortch. Roderick Teamer the tackle, but it's a first down for Wake.
He's 170 pounds, and he plays tough.
Yes, he
plays
does.
Way bigger than that. Not only is he a playmaker, he's a tough receiver.
Gain of 11. Hartman stands in to the end zone. Bachman comes up with it. Bachman with his second touchdown grab of the night.
Are you kidding me? This kid's a freshman.
20-yard pass from two guys that aren't even 20 years old. What I was trying to say.
Throw here. Watch what he does. One hands the snap and leads his receiver into space.
Oh,
A perfect throw.
thing of beauty.
Excellent route by Bachman, getting open.
Bachman's first multi-touchdown game in his career to make it a three-point game, and they do. 14:35 to go in this fourth. Sam Hartman, Jay Feely, doing it again to Alex Bachman here.
I'm not scared of college football. Let's get out there and sling that rock around.
3-point lead, Wake Forest early in the fourth. Well, nothing easy about this one, the way it's shaping up, Jay, here in the Big Easy. A 3-point lead for Wake Forest early on in the fourth quarter. This young man is putting on quite a show in his first college game. A true freshman, one of 5 true freshmen to start a quarterback around the country this weekend. And gang tackle. So here goes Tulane. This is Corey Dauphine, seen a good amount of time in that backfield, trying to find somebody to get going with a run game from the running back spot. Chick-fil-A game summary, Jay, what grabs your eyes the most?
Well, the thing that stands out to me, Colburn only has 18 yards rushing.
Yeah.
And Wake's got 378 yards passing. I mean, that's not what I thought I would see with the true freshman quarterback. And he just made a huge mistake and gives Tulane an opportunity.
He does indeed. Banks to the air, got his man on Collard. And Taylor on Collard with a monster night. Stopped there by Jasir Taylor, gain of 21.
Banks tries to take advantage, goes to his big play receiver. Nice fake, standing in the pocket, single coverage, and a big pickup.
6 for 175 for Taron Onkalon. Banks nearly ran right in for the young man they call Boogie. Basham now Banks with a dangerous throw. Look for Onkalon. And that was Bassey on the coverage there.
That was not a smart play by Banks. I mean, he took a chance that he didn't have to take. Gets out. He's got a man open underneath. Right there on the sideline, you see 22.
Hutterson.
Hutterson is open. Banks goes for the big play and nearly throws an interception.
I mean, Onkalon there kind of had to play DB.
He did.
2nd and 10 now for Jonathan Banks in Tulane. 8:05 to play in this fourth. A 3-point lead for the road team in Wake Forest. Swinging out, block out there, but he got tripped up. Near the receiver there, Kemp tripped him up.
Mooney had a nice block out there in space.
3rd and 6 now upcoming. 5 of 13 is this Tulane offense. And that critical department every time you play a football game tonight.
I don't want to give the ball back to Wake in that offense. They have moved up and down the field.
Yeah. They need the 48-yard line of Wake to convert it. Banks is going to get it. Ton of room. He's still on his feet. Jonathan Banks down to the 36. First down as the Green Wave rolls on a 17-yard run.
Finally, we see a play where Banks is most dangerous. Back in the pocket, tucks it and runs, puts it down. We talked about how physical he is as a runner, running through arm tackles, hitting the first down. That's an excellent play.
Well, for 23 on the ground is Sam Hartman there on the bike, staying loose, trying to keep his mind right. And that didn't quite work, as Bradwell got crushed there by Yarberry again.
And you got to be thinking about field goal range here. You have to get 3 to tie this game. Now you backed it up. Poor job by that offensive line. An excellent job getting penetration and making a tackle for a loss in the backfield.
A loss of 5, second down and 15 at the
Ball's at the 27-yard line right now, so you're looking at a 45-yard field goal. We talked about it earlier, Glover's long is 37.
Yeah. Last year against Cincinnati, he kicked that. Product of New York State. Banks takes a look, got a man, throw is high. And he was looking there for Robertson, who's slow to get up.
Took a shot to the ribs as that ball went over. It was close to a penalty. It could have been a roughing, necessary roughness here. That ball's gone and he hits him.
Yeah. Cameron Glenn coming in there. A set hit.
So now you got 3rd and long. You want to get about a half of this yardage. You don't necessarily have to get a first down here. You got to be smart with the ball. If it's there, try and get the first down. If not, make sure you get about half this yardage to give your kicker an opportunity to tie this game.
See what they do here. Banks. Can he stay in? No. Darnell Mooney was trying to tightrope the sideline like Banks did on the last 4th down attempt.
But that's a really good job by Banks. He looked deep. It wasn't open. He goes underneath to his possession receiver, and Mooney gets half the yardage. Now this is a makeable field goal. Now your kicker has to come in and tie the game.
So here is Merrick Glover, career long of 37 against Cincinnati a year ago. Was 8 of 9 in 11 games played last year. Trying to tie it with 3:38 to play in the game and the clock moving. Glover's kick is up and good.
That was an excellent kick because the hold was not a good hold. The laces were facing towards him. Makes it a tough job for the kicker. Not only the pressure of the moment, but a bad hold. And Glover comes through and knocks it through and ties this game.
Well done by him. 17 apiece on the field goal by Glover. And we're tied late in the 4th. You're watching college football presented by Geico. Great finish shaping up here. 3:27 left in it. Tied at 17 after a 13-play 61-yard drive that took 5:52 and a career-long 39-yard field goal by Merrick Glover.
Would not want the ball in the hands of number 3,
No.
Dorsch, right here.
No.
So I tell my kicker, you got to kick this ball in the end zone or kick it to the right, but they're lined up in the left hash, so that ball's going left.
Could be trouble. Zachary blocked their punter. Handles the kickoffs. You can see why, right? Or 31 out of 47 for 378 from Sam Hartman.
But he threw the interception on the last drive. How can he rebound here?
Bounces that one into the field turf. Harris on the coverage on Sage Surratt. 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Plenty of time for Wake. 3:23. They got 2 timeouts. Clock stops when you get a first down to set the chains.
Hartman, top spot, ball up in the air! And diving were 2 players trying to get it. For Tulane, they couldn't get it. P.J. Hall got a piece for Tulane.
A really dangerous play there. P.J. Hall made an excellent job of breaking on Dorsch, knocking this ball up in there. Now you got 3rd and 10. You got a situation where Tulane can get the ball back.
Wake's 8 of 16 on 3rd. Look at this, down the seam, and Surratt couldn't come up in double coverage. Donnie Lewis in there to make another big play for the Green Wave.
Trying to go up and make that play, use his big body, but Jack Curtis, you couldn't have drawn it up any better. You get a 3 and out, 3 incompletions. You get the ball back, you use none of your timeouts. You just drove down the field and kicked the field goal to tie it. Now hopefully you can drive down the field, use all 3 minutes, kick a field goal, win the game.
6th punt of the night for Don Maggio. Averaging 36.6. Robertson over there. So good field position here for Tulane to go to work, Jay, after a 38-yard punt. 3:04 to go. Here's Banks. Trying to put a drive together, get him down there to get some points. Flung out of bounds there. Jasir Taylor, who just chucked Taron Alcalon right down to the sideline there. 5-yard pickup.
Definitely could have been a penalty.
Yeah, I would think.
It was late he turned and threw him over his hip. No need for that.
Continues to run. 2:40. Time not a factor right now for Tulane. It's their friend at this point. They've got all 3 of their timeouts.
Oh, but if you get a stop here, you might think about calling a timeout if you're Wake.
Putterson with a carry. He's going to bring up a 3rd manageable. DJ Taylor the tackle. So we're going to need about 3 here,
I'd call a
Jay.
timeout there if I'm Wake. Here's the deal. If Tulane, they're not worried about the clock.
No.
So you're not going to help them necessarily by calling a timeout. But if you get a stop here, you'd sure love to have those 40 seconds back when you get the punt.
Right. Dave Clausen, no timeout. Clock winding, under 20 on the play clock, coming up on 2 in the game. 3rd and 3. It's Darnell Mooney, stopped in motion. Bradwell, the big fella, takes it, gets the first down. Green Wave, roll on here. Darius Bradwell, the junior, gets it done.
Nice, aggressive, downhill running. That's what I want to see when it's 3rd and short. Don't bounce, don't wait, get the ball and explode downhill and get those tough yards.
Demetrius Kemp, one of their rovers, made the stop there. 1st down, 90 seconds remaining. Banks all day, flings one, caught, Mooney, heavy hit. Oh, did Darnell Mooney ever take a shot? And he's going right off the field, and I can't say I blame him after a gain of 15.
But being physical, taking one for their team, this ball floats a little bit. Banks has got to put some touch. He knows he's going to get hit, and he goes up, secures the ball, takes the shot, and moves the chains and puts his team close to a field goal to win the game.
Clock moving, coming up on 65 seconds. Bradwell again.
Number 10.
Dives his way down near the 35.
Carries through the middle.
Now we get a timeout taken by Tulane. They've got 2 remaining with 61 seconds left in the game. 2nd and 14 now. Banks. A magical night with Oncolod. Oncolod's nowhere near him. Banks stiff arms. Trying to get what he can. And they're going to spot him out. Looks like around the 38. Yes. Forced out of bounds by Chris Calhoun. Gain of 2.
38 is a 55-yard field goal. Not in the range of Glover. You need at least 5 yards here, at least to give him a shot. You'd like 7 to 10 yards here to give him a shot. Big thing was it went out of bounds and stopped the clock. Wake didn't have to use a timeout.
Right. Play clock under 10. Game clock down to 50. Banks got time, gets open, fires downfield, too low on the throw though. Was looking down there to his main man Oncolod. Red was on the coverage.
He had him open and he underthrew him. If Banks takes off, you see the room and runs the ball, he probably gets the 5 yards he needs. Now you're sitting there and it's a really long field goal and it looks like they're going to punt because it's going to be a 55-yard field goal. And like I said, that's out of the range that Willie Fritz is comfortable with. What a stop for Wake.
Big time.
They got both their timeouts. They're going to get the ball back here. And don't forget, you got Dortch back there returning this.
Play clock down to 2. They get it off. Zachary Block. Way too much on this punt. And on the back of the end zone.
They did it on purpose, though. They were scared of Dortch. They wanted to kick the ball out of the back of the end zone. He didn't hit the end over end that he's been hitting from that same spot all game. He hit the normal spiral, hit it in the end zone. Don't allow a really dangerous returner to touch the ball.
Wake Forest tied up 17 apiece. Here goes Hartman. Gives it off. Shifty moves there from Colburn.
Number 22.
Takes it out to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, I don't like that play. It's going to take off way too much time.
2nd and 1 if they're pumping on.
You get 9 yards, but the seconds are more important than the yards.
Here's Hartman. Good protection, got a lot of room, got to get out of bounds. He's got the first down and gets out of bounds with 16 seconds remaining.
Remember, you have a true freshman kicker
Yes.
for Wake who missed a short field goal in the first half. We asked Dave Clausen, would you be comfortable at all with your true freshman quarterback and kicker?
Should we call him now?
I'm sure he's sweating right now, but not as much as when his defense was on the field a second ago.
First and 10, 15 seconds and the clock moves. Hartman, nobody open. They're coming after him.
Gotta get rid of it.
He's got to get rid of it, and he does. And you got 6 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
You need about 30 yards to get into field goal range. You only have 6 seconds, not enough time unless there's a penalty on the defense. So if I'm Wake, I'm looking to get the ball in the hands of one of my playmakers, namely number 3, Greg Dorsch, because just allow him to make a play. Allow him, he's in the slot. Dorsch in the slot, and they're content to just run the ball and go to overtime.
Going to overtime. No, he fumbled it, but Colburn comes back. Oh my goodness. As it was Zachary Harris that came up with it there.
Number 22.
And that ends the fourth quarter and ends regulation.
You're just running the ball. You're not trying to be aggressive. You're trying to get to overtime. You fumble the ball. He was down.
Yeah, he was.
I would have thrown it to Dorsch there, though. I would have tried to get it in the hands of a playmaker and just see if he can't break the long one.
So 4 quarters will not be enough to decide this one. So our score at the end of regulation, Wake Forest 17, Tulane 17, back with overtime right after this. Just about set to begin overtime. Ben Holden, Jay Feely with you, all of our crew tonight. The records all time, Wake Forest 3-7, Tulane 6-2. No bad voodoo in that moonshot we just showed you for Tulane in that department, I suppose, right? So Tulane will go to work first from the 25 behind Jonathan Banks.
You're running your offense here. No different than normal throughout the game.
First play of the first overtime. Banks.
Double move.
Flag flies. That's going to come back. Banks trying to get back there, but he has no idea. There's flags everywhere. 3 back.
I think there's multiple penalties. It's holding is the first flag as Banks rolled out. They tried a double move. They went for the hero shot.
Personal foul, hands to the face, number 57 of the offense. It's a 15-yard penalty, first down.
Wow, just the one. Noah Fisher, the grad student from South Alabama, the big boy at left tackle, guilty there, Jay.
There he is. His right hand is up in the face, grabbing the face mask. That's an easy call.
First down and 25 at the 40-yard line.
The last thing you want to start an overtime period, you got the ball at the 25. You're already in field goal range.
Right.
You get a 15-yard penalty, it backs you up to the 40. Now you're out of field goal range, and you got first and 25.
Banks in trouble, going the wrong way. Calhoun, who's been playing great all over him. They're all coming after him, just heaves one down there. And it goes into the Wake Forest bench area. 2nd and 25 coming up.
It's incomplete, but he had to get the ball out of his hands and get it past the line of scrimmage so that he didn't get an intentional grounding. A good job by Banks, just running for his life and then understanding I got to get this ball past the line of scrimmage. He was all the way back past the 30.
20 yards back the other way. 2nd and 25 from the 40. Jonathan Banks trying to get his team out of the gate with a victory here on their home field here in New Orleans. Banks taking a shot. Downfield, Cluis there, and it's broken up. And that's Jasir Taylor, who's been all over the place tonight as well.
He was just throwing that one up. It wasn't open. Wake did a good job of sitting on that deep route. Banks just throws it up, tries to give his receiver a chance to make a play. Good defense. You know, a nice job there not to panic. The ball's in the air. Don't make contact and get a penalty. Pass interference, give him a first down. Force him into 3rd and long. 3rd and 25. You need at least 10 yards to give your kicker a chance. You got to get to the 30. You don't need all of it here.
Banks stands in down the middle. Wade was there, and down near his right hand that was down low. 4th and 25 upcoming.
And he was looking for Mooney there. He couldn't find him. Mooney, some reason, couldn't see the ball, didn't see it come out. They were lucky that wasn't intercepted.
Yeah, they are.
So you're in overtime, so you're not punting, you're going for it here. You can't kick a field goal, so you need the whole thing because it's 4th down and 25.
Yep.
You got to get all the way to the 15. I'd look all the way up top. Here's your big receiver up top.
Here's Banks, 4th and 25. Basham coming after him. They get it away.
Hook and ladder.
Dropped it. Picked up Hutterson. Play still alive. Tried to throw it to one of the linemen. And Banks comes in and cleans house.
Doesn't matter who gets it. That's the end of their possession.
Wake Forest ball.
They went for the hook and ladder.
They tried. So Wake Forest gets the stop. And they can win the game in the bottom of this first overtime.
That's why you go second.
Yep.
Now you know a field goal wins it, although you got a true freshman kicker, so who missed a kick in the first half, a short field goal, so you'd be a lot more comfortable just scoring a touchdown and winning the game.
Yeah.
But that all started with the penalty at the beginning on 1st down. You get the big penalty, the hands to the face, it backs you up, and now you got 1st and 25, and you're behind the sticks, and
not good.
It's just a bad offensive series then.
Bad voodoo. Dave Clausen's guys. Opportunity to win this thing with either a field goal or a touchdown. Jonathan Banks hoping his defense can come up with a stop to give his offense another opportunity in the top of the second overtime if we get that far. Sam Hartman, it's been a magical night for this true freshman. Carney, about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. Will Harper the tackle.
Jeffrey Johnson, 77, collapse in the pocket, holding the point there, and then allowing the rest of his defense to come in and make a big play.
The big easy. Hartman on the run.
Nobody's open.
Nope, nobody is open. He is not afraid. And that's something they're probably going to talk to him about as he goes along. He can't take shots like that, but he has no fear in his game.
It's part of their offense, though. You know, you're running this RPO, run pass option. He doesn't give it to the back. He takes it out. Part of that is the ability of the quarterback to run the ball.
Wake Forest can win with a score here. Carney's got it. Gets outside. Carney's got the first down, so the drive stays alive.
Number 36, Cade Carney.
Moody forced him on, so Cade Carney, a tough physical back, gets 9, and they move the chains.
Very conservative play, not really willing to risk it. Got the first down.
Carney again. Needed head on at the 10. It's a tough customer, one of their captains. Stopped by Zachary Harris, another tough customer. 2nd down coming up.
Ball's at the 10-yard line. It's a 28-yard field goal. Tulane has got to be thinking, got to strip the ball. Get this ball out. Get an interception. I don't expect him to throw the ball at all again.
Yep, right to Carney. Carney down inside of the 5. Tough, hard-nosed running. Keys made the stop.
Just short of the first down.
Yes.
Now, you could take a knee and just come in and kick the field goal.
Hartman calls for it. Carney plowing ahead. And he's down in the vicinity of the 1. Looks like he got to the 1. The big easy Jeffrey Johnson in there leading the charge defensively.
Yeah, just keep giving it to him. Allow him. We talked about it the entire game. You have a veteran offensive line. All 5 starters back.
Hartman gives off to his former high school teammate. And Carney is in. No signal yet. There it is. Touchdown. Cade Carney. They powered in and they hit it out of the park.
We're going to review it.
They will. Stands right now, 23-17. Hartman addressing the crowd. Let's look back, Jay.
Just trusting the Beef Boys up front.
That's right. Roderick Teamer was the one that came over the top. Going to do anything he could.
See that ball? It looks like it's crossed the goal line there. He's on top of everybody. Can't see his knees at all.
On the field stands. It is a touchdown. That is the end of the game.
Wake Forest wins it on the 1-yard touchdown run by Cade Carney. They come through in the first overtime in the bottom of it. And the Demon Deacons off to a 1-0 start this year. Tulane out of the gate 0-1. And another close game they lost like they did a lot last year.
The win is the most important thing for Dave Clawson.
Yep.
But right behind that is that their freshman quarterback, he's fine. They found their answer at quarterback. You know, you got to remember, back in spring, he was the third-string quarterback. Hinton was the starter. Newman was the backup.
Right.
And all of a sudden, you're starting a true freshman, and he comes in, and all he does is throw for 378 yards, 2 touchdowns, leads you to an overtime win.
He looked extremely good. Something special. That's going to do it. Our final score in overtime, Wake Forest 23, Tulane 17. For Jay Feely, all of our great crew, my name is Ben Holden. It's been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Let's now send you to New York City for Inside College Football. Adam Zucker and the gang. So long from New Orleans.